What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports back again with another one. 23-time Grand Slam winner Serena Williams wins a fourth round matchup. She defeats Petra Martic 6-3, 6-4, fourth round of the U.S. Open. The matchup started off very, very competitive. Both women were playing on a high level. There was a 3-3 in the first set. But after that, Serena just took over. Her service game was on point. Got a high percentage of her first serve over, and she was able to win the first set 6-3. The second set, it was 2-all when she was coming to the net for a volley. She ended up twisting her ankle. I think she was having, at that point, she was having fast flashbacks of what happened in the Australian Open when she twisted her ankle against Petra, and she ended up losing that matchup. I think it was in the quarterfinals, 6-1 in the third set. She was able to overcome that. I don't think she actually twisted her ankle as bad as she did it against Petra. And she kind of rolled it, but she didn't roll it all the way through. She was able to kind of lift up off of it without it turning it all the way over. So that was a good thing. And she was able to continue. Her movement was limited, but she hit a lot of winners. As she hit 38 winners, 19 unforced errors, plus 19. When she's doing that, she's unbeatable. She's unbeatable. It's hard to beat. Don't see anybody beating her when she hit that many winners. Plus 19. As Martic didn't play that bad. For somebody to get beat straight sets, she did not play that bad. Like you said, she did a good job of serving to Serena's body. She did a good job of varying her shots, taking some pace off her shots, putting a couple of spins in and stuff like that. But it's just, when you're playing Serena, you've got to give her different looks. You can't just play one way. If you say, okay, she's going to blow me off the court if I try to play a power game, I'm going to try to take some pace off, put some spins on my balls and stuff like that, and try to change it up with her. But eventually, Serena will figure that out if you're playing like that all the time. You got to play like that, then play a power game, come to the net, serve and volley game. You got to mix it up with her. You can't give her the same look. You got to give her like 3 different looks when you're playing her. Like I say, power game, slice game, take some pace off the shots game, serve and volley game, serve on the angle, serve down the middle. You got to throw everything but your kitchen sink at Serena. You cannot get set in one way, because she'll figure you out and she'll eventually make the adjustment. And that's what Martic did. She tried to change the pace of her shots, and eventually Serena figured that out, and she was able just to overpower her. Now, when she turned her ankle at 2-2, a lot of people speculated that, she might be in trouble because of what happened in the Australian Open. But like I said, she didn't turn it as bad as she did in the Australian Open, number one. And then the way the game was going up to that point was she was dominating. She wasn't doing a lot of movement anyway. She was moving Martic around with a power game. So Martic didn't do a good enough job as far as moving Serena around. See, and that goes back to my point earlier. When you're trying to change the pace of your shots, that means that she's not going to be doing a lot of running around. She tried a couple of drop shots to get her to the net, a few things, but like I said, it's just, you've got to change it up. You got to vary your game up on it. You can't just be one way. And that was the problem with Martic. Didn't have enough tools in the toolbox to deal with Serena Williams in her game. So that's just what happened. A good performance all in all by Martic. She's a young lady on the scene. Maybe she can build on this U.S. Open tournament, and maybe next year going into the Australian Open, the first major of 2020, she'll be in position to be a top 10 player and maybe make a run in the Australian Open. But as far as Serena Williams goes, she goes on to the next round. She's in the quarterfinals, and she's looking to win her 24th major, tie Margaret Court, and stake her claim as the greatest female tennis player of all time, and make a claim that she's the greatest female athlete of all time. So we'll see what happens the rest of this tournament. We got Madison Keys coming up later on tonight. We got Taylor Townsend playing tomorrow. So we've got a lot of American women still alive and well with a chance to win this U.S. Open championship. And we'll just see how it plays out. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. Holla.